Sorry I'm a little bit late today. I was having trouble with my phone. For some reason, I couldn't get it to go live. So we're live on my laptop, which is going to be a little more awkward, but we'll get through it. So let me go ahead and see if I can share out this link in a couple places. And let's see, I'm not seeing my comments. I'm sorry, guys. I have not done it this way before on my laptop, so this is going to be just a little strange. Okay, let's get this going. Make sure when you pop in that you tell me where you're coming from. It's been a long time since we've done these lives, so I'm excited to get back into it. And today we're making stickers for banners and headers and things like that, which should be a lot of fun. So let me go ahead and get the link shared out just to a couple places and we'll get started. It's going to be kind of a quick tutorial today. It won't be too long, so you can pause whatever you're doing and come join us. So, okay, let me get this started. I hope everybody had a good holiday / New Year break. Ours was really good. It was a little longer than I'd like, though. I started getting a little stir crazy once the kids, have been out of school for a week or two. I kind of need them to go back. It's time so that I can get back into work. I miss work when I'm away from it for too long, So I'm sorry. I know this is probably super loud, and I hate doing this on the laptop, but we work with what we have. So, all right. Almost done, I promise. Almost done. Okay, we're done with that. So let's get started. Hi, Alice is here. Mindy's here. Yay, Mindy, I got your letter. I need to write you back. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Carol. Oh, I'm so glad you guys didn't forget about me. I was away for so long, I was afraid you might. I wouldn't have blamed you if you did. So, yeah, we had a really good Christmas. Hi, Dawn. So good to see you. We had a really good Christmas. We had family over, and we ate too much food, and we had a really good New Year's. We didn't really do anything for New Year's. My husband and I stayed in and relaxed, and it was everything I thought it could be. We didn't do anything. It was great. So, all right. If you guys have a friend that you want to have in here with you today, go ahead and tag them or grab them now. We've got a couple of minutes while we're still waiting for people to jump in. Again, I started a couple minutes late, so I apologize for that. So I'll try not to delay this too long, but I want to give people a chance to join if they want to. So I had a wonderful setup for you guys already today because we're making printable banner stickers, and I have a free printable for you guys, and I actually stuck the link right at the top here, the top of the video. There's a link to the website where you can get the printable. So I'm going to walk you guys through the whole process of showing you how to make those from start to finish, so you won't miss anything. But and there are a couple of different options on the file, and this is something that this kind of comes up a lot, I think, in planning and journaling circles. If you use a paper planner, you probably want to save, you're trying to be efficient, you're trying to be productive, you're trying to get things done. But at the same time, as a community, a lot of us feel pretty strongly about the fact that we use our planners more when they're pretty. But so you sort of end up in this balancing act of, if you do too much decorating, then it's not very efficient. But if you don't do enough, you don't like using it. So stickers for me are a really easy way that if you're in a hurry, you can grab one out, slap it on, write in a little note to yourself and move on with your life. And you don't have to get stuck in tons of decorating if that's not something you have time for. But so I'll show you guys how we make these really fast, and let's get started. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I had a perfect setup for you guys, but then my phone decided it didn't want to go live for you today. Let me turn this light a little bit so you don't get the glare. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the website and grab the printable. So I'll show you guys. So here we are at the website, and the latest post here is the free planner and bullet journal stickers. You can use them whether you use a bullet journal system, whether you use any other paper planner system, if you're doing more of like a creative planner, a creative life journal, you can use this for any of those. So, okay, so we're going to scroll down here, and I have a few notes. So most of the items that I'm using here, I've already listed in the post. So you can head over there and you can grab the links to any of the supplies that I'm mentioning. I felt like that was probably a little bit easier than having to post the links throughout the live session. So hi, CJ made it from Colorado. Oh, good. Yeah, it's windy here. It's so cold and windy. So, okay, so you're going to scroll down to the bottom of that page, and I've got it listed in 2 different file formats. There's a PDF. If you want to just print them and cut them by hand, like if you don't have a cutting machine, probably the PDF is going to be the easiest thing for you. So then you can go ahead and download the PDF and then just print it on like label paper or sticker paper and cut them out with scissors, shove them in the back of your journal, and they'll be ready for you when you need them. If you're using a cutting machine, then probably the PNG is going to be what you're going to use. That's what I'm going to use today. So you'll just click on it and you'll want to save that. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. There. My screen is huge, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to save this, and I'm just going to save it to my desktop, and it's called Banner Stickers. Yay. So now I've saved it to my desktop. Now I'm going to hop over to the Cricut Design Space. I have a Cricut, so you can see it back here. This was one of my early Christmas gifts to myself, which I really, really am excited about it, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So anyhow, so I'm going to hop over to the Cricut Design Space. If you have a Silhouette or another brand, I don't know, does Brother make one? There are a few brands that make cutting machines, but so I'm in the Cricut Design Space, and they all work pretty similarly. The interface might be a little bit different. You may have different steps that you need to go through using a PNG to turn it into a print and cut file. But in Cricut, it's very simple, and so I'll just show you exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start with a new project, and I'm going to upload, which is at the far bottom. I'm going to upload the image. Now I've already uploaded the image because I cut some out to make the post for you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again just so you guys see how it works. So I upload the file. I'm going to browse for it, and I saved it to my desktop. And so there it is right there. So I'll grab that, and there it is. And it's real pretty. It's got a white fill on it so that your machine will, my husband just got home, I hear him coming in. So it's got a white fill so that your machine is going to detect that's actually a full sticker. I didn't want them to end up cutting just the black lines out, because you'd end up with these weird flimsy little lines. That's probably not what you want. So there's a white fill on them, and there's a clear background, and that's fine. So I'm going to say that it's a complex design. It's not really that complex, but I find that I get the cleanest resolution when I pick complex. So, and then I'm going to continue. If there are any parts that you want to erase, you can erase those now. There's a little place on here that for some reason in Illustrator, I don't know why it was happening, but I ended up with this weird little place that cut out kind of funny. So I'm just going to take that out, and I'm just going to scan and see if there are any other funny edges. I don't think there are. I think it looks pretty good. If there are part stickers that you don't like, you can erase those then and not use those and create an entire sheet of banners or whatever you're wanting. So then I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. Now I want to save this as a print then cut image, because I actually want to print them on sticker paper and go ahead and cut them on that same paper. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save it as a print then cut, and I'll hit save. Okay. All right. And I'm going to insert, that's the image that I just uploaded. So I'm going to insert that image onto my canvas here. Okay, it's a little bit big, so there's no way that these would even fit in the journal, but I made it kind of a big file so that you guys would have the resolution to do what you wanted with them. But so I'm going to go ahead and shrink it down. Oops, rainbow wheel. Okay, there we go. If my computer will cooperate. Hang on. My internet's been really slow today too, so that's kind of been irritating. Okay. So I think I'm going to make mine about, let's say, I don't know why this is happening. There we go. Okay. Each banner then is going to be, that's a little bit more than 4 inches. So on the banner. So I've made my image about 6 inches wide and about 7 inches high. And that seems like a pretty good size. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm happy with where this is. I think it looks pretty good. So the next thing I'm going to do is hit make it. And it's going to go ahead and sort my project onto a mat. So I'm going to need a cutting mat. I'm going to use the light grip cutting mat just because I'm working with paper. And I find that I don't get as much curling when I peel the stickers off if I'm using the light, the light grip one. So I'm going to go ahead and take off my plastic. I store my cutting mat with the plastic on to keep their sticky. And I'm also going to need some sticker paper. Now, Michael's was out of the Cricut sticker paper, so I got the silhouette one, and it worked very well. I was really happy with the way it works. There are a lot of different brands that you can use when it comes to sticker paper. I know some people order them from, is it labels.com, some kind of mailing labels one. Barbara, oh my gosh, you're in Abu Dhabi. That's so cool. Awesome. Well, welcome. Oh my gosh, we got people from all over the world today, guys. All right, so I'm going to load my sticker paper. There's a yellow side, which is the back, and then the white side, which is the printable side. So I'm going to load it into my printer. You guys are sitting on my printer right now, so I'll try to turn this around so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. All right, so I just loaded my my paper into my printer. Whatever printer you're working with is fine. So I've got my sticker paper in there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and continue. So I'm getting everything ready for us. I don't know if you guys are actually going to be able to see these images. I'm trying to make it as big as possible, but all right. And I want to send this to printer. All right, I'll pick my printer. It's already there. So this should work just the same for you. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit print. And I left the bleed option on. You can turn that off if you want. It doesn't really matter because I have a white background. So you should be okay. Okay, so Kayla says there's Avery brand paper that works well. Yeah, there are so many different brands that I don't think it really matters. I think you just need to use whatever works for you. Sorry, my printer is super loud probably for you guys if you're sitting on it. Okay, so these are printing, and there they are. They printed on our sticker paper beautifully. Nice, clean lines. And I was actually really happy when I went back and wrote on this paper that my pens wrote really well on it. I got nice clean lines. I didn't have any bleeding or feathering. I didn't have any smearing. I thought that it wrote really well. Oh, Barbara says she got a Cameo 3 for Christmas. It's still in the box. You know, there's a little bit of a learning curve, I think, with these cutting machines when you first get them. And I got mine a little bit before Christmas. It was an early Christmas gift to myself. And because I really wanted to use it for some Christmas gifts too. So anyways, I got it early, but there's a little bit of a learning curve, I think, Barbara. So if you're anything like me, I hesitated for a few days before I opened it because I wasn't ready to dive in yet. But once I did, it was actually not intimidating at all. You know, it's just a matter of getting your toes wet, I think. So, okay, so now I've got my stickers. So now this is just a printed sheet of stickers, but nothing's cut out on it. So if you did not have a cutting machine and you had printed the PDF version, your version would look more or less like this without the black border. Shh, quiet. The printer's so loud. Anyway, so yours would look more or less like this, but without the black border. So then you could cut them out with scissors and then just peel them off that way if you wanted to. But we're going to go at the next step and we're going to cut them on the cutting machine. So I'm going to go ahead and place them on my cutting mat. Hang on, my printer will stop growling at us in just a minute. Okay, so I laid that down nice and smoothly on my mat, and I smoothed down the edges so that everything's nice and stuck to it, okay? And I put it in the top left corner because that's how my Cricut likes things done, and I want to keep it happy. There is cat hair all over this mat, you guys. My horrible cat is always all over my office. She's not horrible. She's wonderful, actually. I shouldn't say that about her. She's really okay, so I'm going to go ahead and scooch my Cricut over here so you guys can maybe see a little bit better. Like I said, I had the perfect setup for you guys, and then my phone just didn't want to cooperate today. So this is what we're going to end up with in the end, and they're going to peel off, and they're kiss cut so that the back paper stays intact, and then only the sticker that you want is actually going to peel off. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to open my Cricut. It's on already. And I'm going to slide my mat in. And there are two little notches here that I want to make sure the mat goes under. So I've got those underneath there. And then I have to make sure that I set my material. So I've set my dial to custom because I'm not using vinyl, I'm not using cardstock. I'm wanting a very specific cut on these. So I've set my dial to custom, and then I can go into the screen here and bring you guys a little closer. Okay, and Cricut has all of these options that I can use, that I can pick from. And I actually want sticky note because that seems to be the setting that works the best for Kiss Cut on this type of label paper. So I've selected that. Okay, now it's flashing at me. See, I'm gonna have to lift you guys up. If I have my phone, it's so easy. Okay, so it's flashing at me to go ahead and feed the mat in. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push that button, and it's gonna feed in. So here it goes. Now the Cricut button is flashing at me, so I can push that one, and it's gonna go ahead and cut this all out for us. So it's gonna scan a little bit. Let me move this forward because it's hitting the wall. And then you're gonna see it cut. And it's going to do it all for us, so I don't have to get out my scissors, and I don't have to do anything with it, and I could make sheet after sheet if I want, which I love. So right now it's just kind of scanning for the edges, and it'll do that for a little while, so don't get worried if your machine does this. It's supposed to do that. At first it sort of looks like it's lost. It's searching, like, what am I doing here? But it's going to get it all done. Okay, and then it pauses to take a breath because it has to. All right. There it goes. And so now it's going to cut out all the edges of those stickers. It's pretty cool. Hi, Mindy. Mindy Aiken made it too. Yay. So excited. Okay. And while it's cutting, I'm going to go ahead and get caught up on some of these comments. So I'm just going to leave that cutting in the background for us. Let's see. So Jerry said she tried to make stickers yesterday with her Cricut, but the printer wouldn't feed the thick sticker paper. Oh, that's too bad. You know, I think I had a problem with that yesterday. It did it fine today, but yesterday, for some reason, I guess whatever paper level was underneath, my feeders couldn't quite get a hold of it. So I ended up having to feed it by hand. But I think that was just a matter of I needed to refill my paper tray so that the sticker paper was up just a little bit higher in the tray. So, okay, so then that's going to finish cutting, and then I just trimmed the edges off with a paper trimmer, but you can use scissors if you want. And then what you'll end up with is this sheet of stickers right here. So I use those in my journal here, and I made like a page of fun lettered affirmations. And I colored the edge of it, and then I just wrote affirmations on it, and that was my header. And it was really fast to do. You also have like a few buttons here, like if you wanted to use those for a date, you could use these as a little flag at the top. And you could use, you could use these as reminders. You could use them for pretty much anything. But anyway, that's it. That's so easy, isn't it? But anyway, it was the first time that I had posted this kind of file for you guys. So I wanted to make sure I showed you what you could use them for. But if you don't have a cutting machine, you very easily could just cut them out by hand. So yours would end up like this, basically, with the sticker paper still on the back, and then you would just store them like that and peel the back off when you were ready to use them. So that's it. It's very easy. Okay, so my Cricut has finished cutting. And so now I can just push the feed button again, and it'll pop it out at me. And I can peel it off and put my mat aside. It doesn't get stuck to anything. So that's what you end up with. And now these are actually cut, just like the demo sheet that I showed you guys. So that's it. And then if you wanted, you could trim off these black edges, and then you're all done. If you want to, I mean, I think I showed you guys when I scaled these, I scaled them as 6 inches by, I think I made it 6 inches by 7 inches. And that's for one sheet like this. If you wanted, you could make them smaller so that you could fit two on a single, so you could fit 2 whole images on a single sheet. But, you know, that's up to you, however big or small you want to make them. You can adjust the size once they get in there. And like I said, this is all set up at least for Cricut users, this is all set up where you don't have to change any settings about where the cuts should go. It's all set up for the cut. Now, if you're working with Silhouette, I know Silhouette has a couple of different tools where you can cut inside edges and outside edges. So you may have an extra step when using a PNG to turn it into a print and cut, but you still can use this file just fine for a print and cut. It shouldn't give you any trouble. So that's it. Do you guys have any questions? This was a pretty simple little live that we did, a real simple, you know, getting back into it, getting back into lives. We're going to be doing these every Thursday at 10:30 from now on. So that'll be our normal live day. I know during Planvember, you guys really enjoyed this and you wanted them to keep going. So I'm going to try doing them once a week for you guys so that we can keep it going. And if you have questions, you can always bring them. So next week, I'm going to show you guys how I set up my weeklies. I have a new weekly that I've used for the past month or so, and I've been really happy with it. So I'm going to show you guys how I set that up, and it's very easy. It's very simple. Like most of the things I do, if they get too complicated, I can't keep up with them. So yeah, so I'll show you guys how I set that up. I'm working with a vertical Dutch door right now. I don't know if that's what you would call it, but I don't know what else to call it, because the Dutch door was when you would cut the page and like take out half of it, and then you'd have like pages visible behind it. But I'm doing a vertical Dutch door, which is a little bit different. And it's sort of like I guess we could call it a French door because it's like half. I don't know, but it doesn't open that way. So I don't know what to call it. I'm just going to go with vertical Dutch door if that works. Oh my gosh, Barbara says it's 9 p.m. there. Oh no, I don't know what time. I don't know what time we're going to do these, guys, after I move to Japan. That's going to be, yeah, I'm going to have to come up with a time that we can do these that matches with everybody's time zone, at least most people's time zone. In the US at least, since that's where most of my audience is, but we'll figure it out. So that's it. If you guys don't have any other questions, most questions you could have about this particular live would be answered in the post. I tried to list all the supplies that I used, and any questions you guys could have would be there. If you do have questions, you can always send me an email, megan@pageflutter.com, and that's it. I will see you. You can always, yeah, just send me an email if you have a question, but oh, let's see. Zoe says it's 5 p.m. there. Yeah, I know the timing is always off for a lot of people, but maybe it's easier for you guys because you're home. I know in the US, a lot of people are at work this time, so it's hard for them to come and they come watch the replay. So I'll have the replay up for you guys. I'm trying to post these replays on my YouTube channel, which right now is pretty much just the lives, just the replays of the lives. I haven't had a lot of time to make actually tailored videos for you guys, which I would like to start doing a little bit more, but yeah, so I'll have the replay up there, and you can always watch the replay here on my Facebook page. That I always save them for you guys so that you can do that. But and that's it. I know, CJ, I'm glad to be back. It's good to be back. I missed you guys. I've missed these. They're fun. So okay. Well, if you guys have any questions, make sure you send me an email, and I will see you guys next Thursday. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. Okay, before I go. Zoe says, what's my YouTube account? It's Page Flutter. So if you search on YouTube for Page Flutter, you should find it. And let's see. Maybe I can find it for you guys real fast and send you the link. Hold on. Before I let you guys go. You just caught me. I was just about to push the button to end it, but let me see here. Oh, this is going to give me trouble right now because I'm in the wrong browser. I'm sorry, guys. Let me move you over here. Because my printer's squeaking at me. All right. Get it for you guys. Just a sec. Okay. Everything's taking a long time today. I wonder why. Something's going on. Something's going on with the wind or something. It's so windy here today that our power almost went out. I was really afraid I was going to lose you guys. Okay. There you go. I just posted the link for you if you were looking for the link to the YouTube channel, but you should be able to search Page Flutter and you'll find it. Okay, that's it. Now I'm really off. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.